सी ऐसी बात है जो उसमें वो सच बोल रहे हैं? आप ये बताइए, आज उनको प्रणब मुखर्जी अच्छे लग रहे हैं। अगर आपके अंदर कन्विक्शन था, अगर आपके अंदर साहस था, अगर आपके अंदर नैतिकता थी मोदी जी, तो प्रणब मुखर्जी को क्यों नहीं सपोर्ट कर दिया?
Sharp reactions, of course, coming in on those statements that have come out of the BJP as well. The Deputy Chief of National Bureau, Sumit Pandey, is joining us live from the capital right now. Sumit, just to go back first to Mr. Modi's speech, which back in 2004, of course, you could see that whole attack on the foreign origin issue. Now you're looking at a political speech that is attacking dynastic politics as well. Really a little bit more on the message that's being sent out this time round.
Well, Fatima, if you look at Mr. Modi's performance, a vintage performance by Narendra Modi, considering the fact that this would perhaps be the biggest platform that Narendra Modi would have got in the run-up to the next Lok Sabha elections, and in between there would be state assembly elections also. The National Council of the BJP is held only once every year, unlikely that another council would be held before the next Lok Sabha elections. And he utilized this opportunity, spoke for 50 minutes, and if you look at his entire speech, one point comes out very clearly and categorically. He was positioning himself sharply in contrast to the Congress party and its leadership at the center, and launching an incisive political attack on the issue of dynasty, on the Prime Minister himself, calling him a night watchman, and also giving his growth story in the state. We also saw him reaching out to the other BJP leaders when he started by saying that his victory, or the third victory in Gujarat, is because of the millions of BJP workers and not an achievement of an individual. So that was the bottom line, or the underscoring point in his entire speech. And from there onwards, it was Mr. Sushma Swaraj, and thereafter Mr. L.K. Advani who spoke, and from there we saw a certain inflection in the proceeding of this entire.
And when we were talking about that inflection, just to go back to Ms. Sushma Swaraj and L.K. Advani speaking after her, he was praising her. He also really specifically asked for a change in those equations between the BJP and the minorities. So what exactly was that message all about?
Well, to begin with, I would start with Rajnath Singh's small address. In that small 5-minute address before Mr. Advani gave his valedictory speech, Mr. Rajnath Singh, the party president, gave a very clear and categorical warning to the party workers after what the BJP has been witnessing. People speaking out of turn, people speaking on the issue of prime ministership, on which even the party president had to go on record and ask people not to approach the media or give any statements in the media. Despite there were statements coming, Rajnath Singh saying very clearly that people should not speak out of turn. Sushma Swaraj in her speech was a very introspective speech, probably the most introspective speech as far as the entire proceedings for the 2 days, if you can consider. She tried to look inward and said that the problems within the BJP, if at all, are that of infighting, and that's something which had cost the party dearly in 2 states recently, in the state of Uttarakhand and in Himachal Pradesh, where party lost the elections because of the differences in the state leadership. That's something which the BJP has to rectify in the days ahead. That was one message, and party has to remain united. Secondly, Mr. Advani in his speech, a fulsome praise for Sushma Swaraj, if you hear the speech, and thereafter very clearly saying that party should not compromise on the issue of corruption, giving the Karnataka example, and also speaking on the issue of redefining BJP's relationship with minorities, keeping in view in the future BJP will have to heavily rely on alliance politics and alliance partners both within and outside. That's something which he insisted upon, that both within and outside the NDA, BJP would have to look for alliance partners in the future if it intends to form the government.
And those are very valuable messages coming out at this stage as the party sort of formulates its strategy going forward. But really, just to go back into that whole message of unity that's come out, of that message that there should be no political witch hunting within the party, that is extremely relevant right now.
Well, I think yes, it is very, very rare. It's something on which Sushma Swaraj has also spoken in the past in the Suraj Kunj conclave of the party the last time around the National Council met in Haryana. She had alluded towards these differences within the party, but yes, for the first time, it's a short and succinct statement or the speech that Sushma Swaraj gave. She gave multiple, instances as to how all these differences within the BJP has cost the party dearly in the electoral politics, and that's something which the party has to rectify in the days ahead in the run-up to the general elections, and also the state assembly, crucial 6 state assembly elections coming up later this year.